first advice that was given to me when I said I was going to join Miss Universe Philippines was to not lose myself in the process. I know that a pageant like this, we have a lot of people that wants to give us their input, and I do think it is very important to remember who we are and not lose ourselves in the process of being Miss Universe Philippines.
My accredited partner told me that throughout your journey, throughout the whole competition, always remember that you are not alone. You have the whole Laytanians behind your back, rallying behind your back. You have your family, your friends, and most especially God.
The first advice that was given to me was from my parents. They said that to always enjoy the moment and to take every opportunity and to take this as an opportunity to explore and learn about myself, and also to give more to the people and to help those who are in need.
That would be just be yourself and don't pressure yourself and just enjoy the moment, because my previous pageants, there's always a pressure and I always validated myself with other people, and now I'm enjoying it and I could really say that I'm able to conquer the universe.
Don't be too hard on yourself, because the beauty pageant or the pageantry world is a pressuring society, and I think you just need to focus on yourself and focus on your goals, and don't let the voices of the others hinder you from reaching your goal.
My mom and dad told me to enjoy the process, but also know that with this journey comes the platform to be able to inspire and invoke change. And that's what I hope I've been doing and what I want to continue doing.
Success comes when preparation meets opportunity. It was given to me by my cousin because at the time when I started my Miss Universe Philippines journey and when I was appointed, I wasn't really aware of anything about pageantry, but I was given the chance to represent my city. And so what's nice is that during my preparation, at least I was prepared enough as to say for the opportunity that was presented for me, which is Miss Universe Philippines.
First advice given to me, I think looking back, it was probably to remember my why. Of course, this can be a really stressful experience. You can have a lot of outside sources telling you what to wear, how to look, how to dress, how to present yourself. So it's really important to remember your core, why you're doing this, to not focus so much on the negativity and the hate, but to remember that you're not only representing yourself, you're representing your community, you're representing your family, and to remember why you're competing in the first place.
Well, I have a pretty big bag, but usually I think I would either get my moisturizer or my notebook. As someone who's always under the sun, it's really important for me to moisturize my skin. And as someone who always loves to read and write, I've always got my notebook and just check on it on whatever I need to write down on that day.
My phone. Why? Because I love having a vision of my look. I have to see what I want to look like after. So I think it's very important for me to visualize it first before I have it done, just to get that extra perfection.
The first thing that I reach out to my bag when I'm doing my makeup is my sunscreen, of course, because I want to protect my skin from the sun and to ensure that my face is easily prepped for makeup.
This is very important, but usually it's always forgotten, doing your moisturizer. Of course, having a good base is very vital in having a beautiful makeup.
Lipstick. Whenever I go, I actually have a lipstick in my bag. Even though I don't have any makeup on, as long as I do have a lipstick, then I think that's fine. My face will look good.
Before I get started with my pageant makeup, I always seem to have dry lips, so I'll reach for my lip balm and then water because I'm always so dehydrated.
First thing I reach on my bag is my lip tint. It's the first thing that I put in my lips.
Honestly, the first thing I grab for is my cleanser. I'm a big believer in starting with a fresh blank canvas. And even if we're just commuting from place to place, you never know what kind of bacteria is going to stick to your skin. So it's always good to start fresh.
My first beauty pageant was 2 years ago, Binibining Pilipinas 2022, and I finished as a runner-up.
My first ever beauty pageant was 25 years ago. It was really my first title. I won the entire beauty pageant. It's the Little Miss United Nations.
the Glamorosa Kapatan 2022, I wasn't really a pageant fanatic before because I really don't see myself as someone who is a beauty contestant. You know, with the beauty standards today is just so high that it is so hard to reach. But now I realize that I have the potential to be the next Miss Universe Philippines.
Miss Universe is the very first pageant that I joined. And being here, I am very grateful to be part of it.
The first beauty pageant I participated in was Miss Philippine Youth. It was my first pageant and my first win. So one fun fact is that I applied online without my parents knowing.
My first beauty pageant is actually Mutiana ang Pilipinas 2011. And I actually won Best in Evening Gown and Best in Talent for Belly Dancing.
The first beauty pageant I have participated in was way back in 2010, batch of Venus Ra.
So my first beauty pageant I participated was last 2019, which was a school-based pageant which was Miss Zamboanga del Sur National High School.
This is actually the first time that I am joining a national pageant, which is the Miss Universe Philippines. But I am a fashion model in Davao City for 20 years. And with that experiences, it's actually the same thing with pageant. There's discipline and focus.
Oh, the first time I met my beauty queen idol was here 2022 during my judging stint in Mindanao. It was Miss Venus Ra. I know that she is one of the most known and epitome of beauty in our country. As a provinciana, she gives pride and honor not just for her people but for this country, and I aim to be someone that will give pride in my province.
Back in 2018, when I came here to the Philippines, I met the beautiful Mafe Velasco. She was Miss World Philippines 2003, and she has now become such a big mentor and such a beautiful soul in my life. And it's someone that I can always ask for encouragement and support throughout this journey.
The first time I met my beauty queen idol, Pia Wurtzbach, was way back when I was a cheerleader doing a shoot for a newspaper brand actually. And then she was actually a makeup artist, which is so different from what she's doing now as a fashion icon and a beauty queen. And it was just a time where I was truly inspired because I was able to see her journey from the beginning until who she is today. So that is a testament of hard work, determination, and discipline that a lot of us women can be inspired by.
I actually met her the day I was born. It is my older sister, Jennifer Hammond. She's a Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental, and I grew up, being with her, and she has so much influence on, the woman that I am today.
One beauty queen that struck me the most when I saw her in person was Lupita Jones. That was when I saw her in MOA Arena when the Miss Universe was held here in the Philippines during Maxine Medina's time.
It's Miss Vladimir Echeverre, and that was the iconic cocktail dress with the Baguio name on my dress.
His name is Laudo Roten. He's a young designer aspiring, and he really represents some of the styles that I saw myself and envisioned while working with a creative team that has deep Filipino roots and representing a neighboring town that is outside of the metro.
The first Filipino designer I worked with for the Miss Universe Philippines was Hans Coquilla. Actually, he's one of the best designers in Cebu. I wore his creation during the press presentation of the Miss Universe Philippines, and he was actually referred by my team Forte, headed by Elmer Di Venancio and Noel Inez. That's why we connected together, and I wore his Modern Filipiniana.
Pride of Bulacan, and that is Manny Halasan. So he brings out the best of what we have in our province. So I'm really proud to be representing his name across my chest as well until the end of the coronation night.
The first Filipino designer is a very talented individual from the province of Bohol, Christian Relator. He was actually the one who made my gown for Miss Universe Philippines Bohol, and I continuously use his gowns and his pieces with my photo shoots and all of the other exposures that I do for Miss Universe.
Sir Jorik Limpag, which is my designer for my national costume, which is the sea of colors that represents the waves, the corals, and also our asin in Pangasinan.
The first Filipino designer I worked with is Mr. Uno Almohela. He is a designer and a student at Fashion Institute of the Philippines. He would make everything from scratches, so I'm very thankful for him.
Well, when I did my first pasabog and evening wear photo shoot, I of course wore one of my closest friends and amazing talented designer, Mark Baumgartner. But for my press presentation and my announcement as a candidate for Miss Universe Philippines, I was wearing the one and only Rahul Laurel. So I thank both of them for being essential parts of my journey.
I feel like the first thing someone should do when visiting Cavite has to be not only focusing on touristic spots like Tagaytay, but really focusing on the historical aspect of Cavite. Not everybody knows, but we're the birthplace of independence. So you can go to the Aguinaldo Shrine and really check out the museum and experience the history of the Philippines.
Or you should visit the geothermal power plant. It's on a mountain, and you can have an educational tour there. And maybe after that, you can visit our farm.
Stepping foot on the first beach that they see, because once you spend time at the beach, you'll be able to see the sunset, see the people, see the animals, and naturally you'll smell the food that's already been being cooked for dinner.
I would love the people to try the masarial. It's a sweet and nutty candy bar that's quite famous in Mandaue City. And aside from that, they can also visit one of the oldest churches in the Philippines, which is the St. Joseph Shrine. And it gives you a glimpse of the past, despite of Mandaue City being an industrialized place.
You should try Talisay's famous lechon. It's known all over the world, so try Talisay lechon.
We are known in White River rafting, so I encourage you all to visit the White River rafting in Cagayan de Oro City.
They should visit our own lakes. So we have 2 lakes back at Toledo City. The Malubog Lake, one of the biggest lake in Cebu, and 2 is the Lake Damon, and it has a perfect heart shape.
There's so much in Palawan to see. Even if you plan things out, I know that you would be surprised in a lot of places that you would randomly meet. So I hope that you prepare your bucket list on what you should do in Palawan, but at the same time smile, because you know that there's a lot to see in Palawan.
Well, the first thing that someone should do when visiting Mariveles is to visit every inch of it, because Mariveles, I would say, one of the most trusted municipalities in Bataan, and at the same time, we have a very beautiful sceneries that they should visit. And I could say that Mariveles is the best of both worlds.
Actually, my family loves to tour people around when we go to Sydney. I think you should visit Bondi Beach. That's the most iconic beach in Sydney. And you have got to try fish and chips, because that's an iconic food in Australia.